How much did it cost you to wait a year to buy a home? Well, we're going to take a look at that today. I'm Tony Meier with Windermere Real Estate. We're going to look at Eastside, Seattle, and Snohomish County. If you listen to the headlines, September of 2022, talking about how we were headed into a buyer's market and prices were collapsing, that probably brought you into some fear, but we're going to look at the realities and see how that decision worked out. The true cost of waiting on the East Side. Last year, you could have bought home for $1,350,000. It is now $1,427,500. A difference of $77,500. Your interest rate would have been 6.11. It's now 7.2, the average for September. That is a difference in payment of $1,500 a month or $18,000 a year. So if you waited, took Zillow's advice, it's going to be a buyer's market. You lost $77,000 in appreciation and $18,000 a year in your monthly payment. Seattle. You could have bought a home for $900,000. This year, it is $926,250. Your interest rate is up 1.09%, and your monthly payment is up $828 a month. Plus, you lost out in over $26,000 in appreciation. Snohomish County. You could have bought a home for $735,000. It's now $749,900. A difference of $14,900. Your payment for that same property is now $631 more per month or $7,577 more per year. So any way you look at this, it has cost you to wait in this marketplace. We're going to take a look at one other number, the East Side true cost of waiting since the peak of 2022. A lot of people think, well, I made the right decision. I didn't buy at the peak of the market in 2022. And in some ways that's probably true, but let's take a look at all the numbers and make a real determination. So in April of 2022, the very peak of the Eastside market, the median price was $1,722,000. That same home today is $1,427,400, a difference of $294,600. So yeah, that's real money. That house has gone down. But let's take a look at the payment. Interest rates play a huge role in the average cost. And if you weren't thinking about selling that house immediately, this is what you have to live with on a monthly basis. Currently, it'd be $464 more per month or an additional $5,568 to own that same house this year as it would have been if you bought it at the peak in April of 2022. What do I think will happen? Well, predicting the future is a fool's game, but what I can do is share with you some potential scenarios and I think the things that will impact those scenarios. So first scenario, what if rates go up further? Well, my feeling is there is no reason inventory will dramatically rise, and I'll show you why now. Americans are sitting on a tremendous amount of equity. 68.7% have paid off their mortgage or have at least 50% equity. If you look at what caused the 2008 crisis, there was a lot of people with no equity in their home, and as prices started to go down, they were upside down and just decided to walk away. So that is definitely not the case today. Also, 70.7% of mortgage rates are less than 4%. So these outstanding mortgage holders are not sitting in a high mortgage rate. They don't have a pressure to move, which is going to keep inventory low going forward. If you're expecting the market to change, this dynamic plays against it dramatically because for a market to change, you've got to have an abundance of inventory and not enough buyers. There is no signs that that's going to happen at this point. If rates go down, home prices could skyrocket up. I'll show you why. If you recall the slide I shared with you earlier, showing how it is more expensive today to buy a home than it was in the peak of April of 2022, you can see that buyers are already very comfortable with a mortgage payment in excess of $9,000. If we have a 1% drop in rates, a massive price increase could occur. Let me show you why. At 6.2%, a $9,690 payment, which is what happened in September, equals a loan amount of $1,582,000. That would equate to a 10% increase, and that's an instant increase in buyers' buying power. And this is what we saw happen in the pandemic when rates dropped down dramatically as the feds tried to keep us out of a recession. We saw prices jump up, and I could see that happening all over again with this information here. Sellers, now is the time to prepare your home. We are in the fall at this stage, and lots of clients are contacting us, getting their houses ready for the market. If the market changes in your favor dramatically, the last thing you want to do is have the market change and you not be ready to do so, to step into that marketplace. So it's time to reach out to us. It's time to schedule a meeting so we can get your to-do list squared up so you can maximize your return in the marketplace. I hope you appreciated this information. We have been dedicated for the last 34 years, an avid study of the real estate market, making sure our clients make the most educated buying and selling decisions possible. If you like what we've had to say, please share it with a friend, hit the bell icon, subscribe, hit the like button, get our message out to those who need to hear it. Thanks very much and have a great day.